Hi there, guys. Welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. Luke here, and Josh, as always, joining us from Three Spires. How are we doing, guys? And as always, we're live tonight for a bit of hobby and chatting. Myself and Josh, and we are continuing the build-up to Stargrave. Josh has a bit of Godtear. He's got a massive orc that he's painting. So, yeah, there he is. What's the name again, Josh?
Blackjaw.
That's the one, yeah.
I'm going to call him Lockjaw tonight, I'm guaranteed.
Lockjaw, yeah, after last week. That was last week, wasn't it? And,
yeah,
the Inhumans, yeah. So yeah, mix of things going on. Then I've got my two crews, including the captain and first mate, built over this weekend. So I'm going to begin painting them, probably just base coating them tonight, guys. And then I've also got the pirate troopers and security infantry and stuff done and ready to go as well. So exciting times, and I'm hoping that this Thursday the bat rep will be for Stargrave, the first bat rep. So we'll look forward to that, and hopefully, we'll get some Stargrave going on the channel. And then I was just saying to Josh as well, with him painting a new Godtear character, I'm looking forward to being able to get some Godtear back on the channel. To be fair, so looking forward to playing any games. To be fair, back on after COVID, because I haven't been able to be playing with people, so I'm looking forward to that in general. Actually, we've got Ruas joining us. Thank you, buddy. For joining us again tonight. He says, Ruas in the chat, hope both of you had a good week. Yeah, not too bad, buddy, to be fair. Quite busy. I'm going to be very busy next week as well. Not sure about Josh. Things.
I've just mainly been doing D&D stuff for a week, so yeah, it's been quite busy, but quite fun at the same time.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds good. How has your week been, Ruas? Hope you've been okay, buddy. Over in Denmark. I've just been watching the football earlier as well, the international football, because it's the qualifiers for the World Cup, I believe, at the moment. So, and England just beat Albania 2-0, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad a game.
Slightly
more interested than the one against San Marino the other day. So, yeah. But I'm just going to be working on, I think, base coating. One of my crews is... they're going to be kind of... I'm kind of going for a brown coats theme, such as like Firefly. So I'm going to go for like... I'm going to paint all of their coats in a brown kind of colour. And then pop them out with some of the different colours later time. But I'm just going to do base coating tonight because it's a bit easier to get on with. And because, well, that's the thing. The first thing I need to be doing really on these. But getting super close to things being... done and ready for Stargrave, so I'm hoping to be filming the first game Tuesday, Wednesday, so long as painting schedule goes well, because I've got to have a proper look through the rules and everything as well, to be fair. So yeah. And Ruas says, yeah, it was fine, really busy at work. Luckily it's Easter this week, so I only have to work 3 days. Fair enough, buddy, fair enough. It's good to hear. And obviously, yeah, Easter is upon us, I suppose. So wherever you are in the world, if you celebrate Easter, which I think most places would, they would be watching this channel anyway. So bit of a break for some people, I guess, if you do happen to get time off for Easter. The Easter Friday is next Friday, so...
No, is it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. I know my kids...
Say again?
I know my kids are only half a week this week, so that's all I know.
yeah, very true.
So.
I think they're off from next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, interesting. But yeah, I've been sent by Spiral Arm Studios lots of Maelstrom Edge figures to use for Stargrave, which is awesome. So I do have to give a shout out tonight as well to Maelstrom's Edge, because the game itself looks pretty interesting. I might well be able to cover that on the channel itself, I hope, once I get some Stargrave stuff out of the way. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see where that goes. But I mean, the models are just perfect to convert into minis for Stargrave, to be honest. So, quite handy, to say the least. So big up Spiral Arm Studios for sending us those bits. David said this week was pretty busy for me. I'm pretty happy to be off today. Glad you got the day off today, pal. That's good to hear. And thanks for joining us as always, David. Good to see you in there, pal.
Hi, David.
Working on anything today? Everybody in the chat that's joining us so far? Anybody been working on stuff today, or is working on stuff now, or just chilling and chatting? As I've just said, I'm working on my Stargrave bits. So I've got my 2 crews built, ready to go. And then, we'll get the first game filmed soon. And Josh is working on his Blackjaw and Godtear. I'm interested to see how he comes out, to be fair. Josh usually gets a chance to do the better half of the hobby on these streams. So it's great to see that one of us at least gets a good model done or something.
My plan's not to rush him tonight, I have to say.
Yeah, no, true. It looks like quite a nice model to paint, so it's not one you really want to rush through and really enjoy kind of painting him properly, I guess. Get him done right. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm literally base coating these guys fully in brown, and then I'm just going to go ahead and then start detail painting them probably tomorrow, I should think. We shall see.
Happy birthday to David as well. But I never work on my birthday.
Big up David then. Happy birthday to David. I'm not going to sing happy birthday, David. I'm not going to embarrass you or anything like that, but big up, pal. I hope that you have a glorious and benevolent year ahead of you, in meta triumphs ahead of you. But yeah, I hope you've had a good day, buddy. I don't blame you for taking a day off on your birthday. I tend to try and do the same thing. Yeah, it's good stuff. So everybody big up David in the comments for his birthday. I'm sure he'd like that. Get anything cool for your birthday, David? I appreciate that as us get older, we don't get as many cool things anymore. But, to be fair, anybody that understands us tends to get some pretty cool things for miniature gaming sometimes. But, for me on my birthday, I'm generally tend to just be happy with family and things like that, to be fair, and just have a nice meal and things like that. And I'm fairly happy, really. But it's always cool to know what we've gotten, what toys and things we've gotten for our birthday still. We are grown-ass babies at the end of the day in this hobby.
Too much.
Yeah. So we do like our toys. Harostar says, "Hi guys, Stargrave is back on the menu, baby." And he didn't even say baby. I just added the baby. So, but yeah, he says Stargrave is back on the menu, and it is indeed, my friend. It is. And I was just saying before we've just had a few people join us. I've built both of the Stargrave crews. I think I put it on Discord. Can't remember earlier. Built both of the crews, 10-man crews, including the captain and first mates. And then I've built some super troopers and some pirate troopers. So, yeah, I'm ready to go more or less. And I've got tons of beasts and stuff I can use for the game already. So I'm well prepared now. I just need to get it all painted, which I'm hoping to do over the next couple of days. So I'll just get stuff mostly probably base counted tonight, I should think. Everybody saying happy birthday to David. There you go. Awesome stuff. And David says, I have HeroClix Blink on the table for my 5 parsecs crew. I had stripped the pre-paint off and primed her. Now it's time to get my pink-green game on. Nice. And he says, and thank you everyone. I got a Vortex mixer, a WizKids Young Green Dragon, and an attractive dice set. I also bought myself Combat Patrol to play today. Oh, awesome. Cool. Sounds good. What do you mean by bought Combat Patrol? As in like one of the box sets? Combat Patrol box sets? Or just the Warhammer 40k rules? Unless I'm missing something there.
Do you realise you have to post your dice set on the channel now? Because I am curious.
Yeah, just likes his dice, don't you?
Yeah.
He does, yeah.
Yes.
That's cool though, David. I'm glad you got some good stuff.
Especially with the D&D dice. So.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Right. Welcome to anybody else joining us, by the way. Let us know you're joining. Let us know what you're up to tonight. It's David's birthday, so everybody embarrass David and wish him a happy birthday. No. But yeah, let us know what you're up to, guys, tonight, because I'm always intrigued. I like to know what people are up to, keeping up to date on their projects and whatnot. I like to know that we're pushing you guys to get your hobbying done. So, big up anybody that's getting the hobbying done tonight. But I'm working on the Stargrave crews. I've got them all built, and I'm painting them tonight. So I'm just base coating, and then Josh is working on his Blackjaw for Godtear. So if you're only just joining us, and David says, "Sorry, Combat Arena." Yeah. I thought you got that a few days back, David. To be fair, or was that just more of a birthday present to yourself kind of thing? I don't blame you because I do tend to do that, but yeah.
I did that with
nobody in my family will buy me. Hey?
I did that with Catacombs last year.
Yeah, exactly. And then, nobody in my family will know what to buy me for miniature gaming stuff. None of them like it or play it or even in the slightest bit interested in it. So, is what it is. So I always end up buying myself something. Haunted Bagel Hobbies joins us. Welcome, buddy. I haven't seen you on here before, so welcome. Glad to see you joining us. Always like new people joining. Love the channel, Luke. So excited for Stargrave. I just got into Frostgrave about a month ago and learned about Stargrave. Needless to say, I've dropped almost $1,000 on minis and terrain for both. Oh, the miniature gaming hobby. It just saps us dry, doesn't it? And he also says happy birthday to David from a fellow David. So there you go. Yeah, but great to hear, buddy. We're yet to properly cover Frostgrave on the channel. The ironic thing is, we started to prep for Frostgrave on the channel, read up on the rules and stuff, and then Stargrave dropped that it was coming in April this year. So we've had to stop all prep for Frostgrave and get going pretty fast on Stargrave, and we've been sent the rules early. So I'm planning on releasing the first bat rep this Thursday, hopefully, so long as all goes to plan. And then hopefully as well, so long as all goes to plan, although I am very busy next week, get a second battle report out straight away for the beginning of next week after this, probably on the Monday. So do stay tuned for all the Stargrave that will be coming. That'll be awesome. Hopefully get another bat rep for Prior Nexus in at some point soon as well, actually. And I also need to put up the vote in for our Patreon members, actually, for the games next month for Warcry and Kill Team. So that'll be up. Probably put that up tomorrow. But yeah, welcome, Haunted Bagel. Glad, I like your name as well.
It's an awesome name.
I do like that name. It's pretty cool.
Especially we do talk about food a lot in this.
We do. It should be called. We need to think of another name for it. Yeah, like I'll have to have a think of that. Yeah, bacon chat or something. And he says, "Can't wait to see it." Me too, pal. I can't wait to play it. I'm gonna have to. I mean, it's unfortunate. I'm still having to play solo with games, obviously. So I'm gonna play both crews up until the point where Alan can join in, possibly. So we'll wait and see with that. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, good to see everybody joining in, guys. Let us know if you're working on anything tonight. How's everybody else's prep for Stargrave going? Because I know we've got people in the chat here that are joining us that are prepping for it and are looking forward to it. And obviously, Josh is doing some Godtear. Is anybody else into Godtear or played Godtear or interested in that? Because we both do enjoy that game. So
yeah, it's a really good game.
I think everything I've got for Godtear I've painted up actually. So
have you?
Yeah, I might have to contact them again actually, see if they'll send us a couple of new guys.
Yeah, I've got Blackjaw and Wraith Mirror.
Josh is addicted, yeah. Addicted to the Godtear.
I brought a really cheap set from eBay, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one of the star sets and loads of the heroes for about 60 quid.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All second hand.
Well, there you go.
All like pretty much new condition. So.
Yeah. No. Pretty cool. But yeah, if anybody does have any questions about either of the games that we're working on tonight, I mean, any topic's always welcome on these hobby and chats. But we are specifically, obviously, working on Stargrave and Godtear tonight. So if anybody wants to ask any questions about them, I've got the rule book open as always on my computer for Stargrave. So if anybody wants to know anything, feel free.
Or about any
I've already say again.
Or about any other game.
Yeah, it's like I say, just anything really. But I haven't sorted out. To be fair, guys, if anybody's got any ideas for names for some of the crew members I've got, feel free to whack them in the chat, because I haven't come up with names for all my guys yet. I've just come up with their gear and everything, so I've done the lists for them. But yeah. And David says, yeah, I bought Combat Arena earlier and it arrived Monday. The big present today is getting my family to play it with me. Yeah, I know that feeling, buddy. And Christopher Clayton said, oh, this is live. It is indeed, my friend. Every Sunday night. Good to see you joining us. And Haunted Bagel Hobby says, just joined the Patreon as an elite member. Keep up the great work, folks. Thank you so much, Haunted Bagel. Jeez, that's awesome. Thank you, buddy. You'll be supporting, at the end of the day, you'll be back in the channel for what you love, because there's going to be plenty of skirmish stuff on the channel. We will cover Frostgrave in the future. Obviously, like you say, you like your Stargrave, and I will be doing a whole full campaign for that. So we'll go through all the missions, and both of the crews will level up and all that jazz. So yeah, thank you so much, buddy. And if anybody's always interested in joining up to Patreon, things like that, obviously it's a big boost to the channel. Super chats on these live streams as well. You can do that with the $ below the video, below the chat. Always welcome. All of these things go towards us being able to grow the channel. Our next target on Patreon, just to be able to kind of budge this in right now, because you've given me the opportunity to Haunted Bagel, so I will. So the next tier we are trying to go for on our Patreon is for me to be able to go more actual part-time with the channel, so that you guys can have more battle reports and whatnot. And you will get all sort of benefits on Patreon as well. So quite often when I get ahead of the game anyway, you'll get some early battle reports and videos. And you'll get exclusive voting every month for Kill Team and Warcry games, and other bits and bobs sometimes that I'll put up on there. You get behind the scenes chat videos as to what I'm doing behind the scenes with the channel and what's coming and all that kind of thing, what I've got going on in my head, if you're interested in that. And then it enables us to do things like these live streams and all sorts like that. So big up people like Haunted Bagel. Thank you so much, buddy. And I know there's lots of other people joining us in the chat as well there that are also members. So thanks so much for anybody that does that, guys. And Chris says, I've got my captain and my first mate models, but haven't figured out what I am doing for the most of the rest of my crew. Fair enough, yeah. And Christopher also says, what does haggle do? Okay, let me have a look for you. That's one of the I think that is one of the core powers, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Because you can have it with the let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, because it's one of the powers for rogues, isn't it? That you can take one of the. Well, you can take it with any captain technically, but let me just see if I can find the core powers for you, Christopher, and then I'll let you know, pal. Let's have a little look. Because the problem is I haven't got the hard copy yet, so it's a bit hard for me to search things straight away with this. But here we go. Here we go. If you want to, if there are any other comments, Josh, keep having a little look if you like.
Yeah,
if there are, I'm just.
Haunted Bagel says you cover a lot of games that I enjoy playing, so there's a lot to love from your channel.
Oh, big up. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. And the quality is going to be improving even more soon. I yesterday been saving up for ages to get some good wireless lapel mics. So whenever we have guests, we'll have 2 wireless lapel mics linked to the camera now. So the audio, no matter how, whether it's me solo or me and my opponent now, will be really crisp, hopefully. So I'm really looking forward to properly making the use out of that. So should be good.
Nice dice, by the way, David. You just posted on Discord.
You put it on the Discord.
Yeah, I do like them.
You've got Josh interested now with the dice. I do need more dice, different coloured dice for the channel, actually. I want to get one of those big turn dice. Actually, that would be handy. you know what I mean? Turn order dice would be handy.
Thanks, Kevin. Elder Blog. Just
Kevin's joined us and he says, "Hey fellas, happy Sunday." Thank you, Elderblock, for the super chat there, pal. I'll put it up on screen for you. Big up, Kevin, as always, supporting the channel. Big love for that. I'll be back to the chat in a moment, guys. I'm sure Josh will keep an eye anyway, but I'm just checking up this for a second. For some reason, I can't find it because I'm incapable. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Right. Haggle, Christopher. So it's activation 10, strain 0. And it says this power may be used whenever the crew sells anything. The crew receives 20% more than the usual selling price. This power may only be used on the sale of one item after each game. So there you go. So it's like you can take... so if I recall, you choose 5 powers with your captain, and you have to choose 3 or 4 of their core powers for whatever class mod you've chosen them to be. And then... you up to 2 then of the other powers can be from any other classification, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's what it does. So it's actually an out of game effect, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna try I've tried to vary. I'll just show you guys now actually. So the 2 crews that I've done, just to give you a bit of a peek. So the crew I'm painting up at the moment are going to be inspired by, if anybody's a fan of Firefly, the Browncoat Rebels. So what I've done is I've put all the normal crew members on 25mm bases, and the captain and the first mates will be on bigger 32mm bases, just to differ them. So the captain, and I haven't named these yet, guys, so feel free to throw in names for the captains and first mates. That'd be really cool for the community to kind of decide. But that is, hopefully the camera can focus a bit. That's my cyborg leader for the Browncoats. She's got a massive machine gun. You can see in both hands she's carrying because she's got the extra strength being a cyborg. So I thought it'd be cool. So she's pretty awesome. Let's see. I don't know if I'll get any closer for it'll do much, but yeah, it's a bit difficult for it to focus there. But yeah, you can hopefully pick out more or less what she's like. She's got kind of like half cyborg face. This is all the Maelstrom's Edge figures, by the way, guys. It's pretty fun. So she's the captain of the Browncoats. She's going to be cyborg, and I'm going to give her like robotics expert and stuff like that because to be able to help control robots. Because in this crew, I've put a couple of robots. Then the first alien is going to be the first mate, and he's going to be a scientist. So he's going to be basically a psychic. He's got a massive alien head because obviously he uses psychic powers, and he's going to have a pistol and a hand weapon. So that's the first mate. Like I say, guys, I haven't got names for these, so feel free to chuck them in. And then I'll show you the 2 robots in the crew actually, just for fun, because all the other crewmates look fairly similar. So they're the 2 robots, and one of them has a flamethrower, the other one has a grenade launcher. So pretty cool. And they're going to basically be twin robots. So I'm going to paint them different colors, but probably call them like X and Y or something like that. Might as well. And then the other crew, we've got veteran. So he's like full on army kind of dude, captain. So complete opposite. He's going to have a shotgun there, as you can see at the front. And then on his back, he's going to have a carbine. So that's 4 of his gear slots taken up just with weapons, shooting weapons. And then he'll probably have like a hand weapon and and then light armor, and that'll be his 6 gear slots. And then his first mate is actually a Chaos Beast from the Black Fortress set, because he's on a 32mm base, and I'm going to use him as a biomorph, and basically say that he can't control. Basically, he's been experimented on in the past. He was human, a big ass human. He's been experimented on as a biomorph now. And he's keeps shape-shifting into these different kind of creatures, and that's why he kind of looks like this beastly man. And he's going to have he's going to be my combat guy. He's going to be hand weapon, pistol, and then he'll probably have shield. So yeah, pretty cool. And just as a little tease as well, I'm taking a creature or a guard dog as part of that second crew as well, which is the Jackalope from Malifaux, who is a savage little thing. and he's going to morph into an angry little creature, which we'll see in the battle report. It's going to be good fun when he gets into combat. So looking forward to that. But yeah, that's the majority there. Really, all of the other members of the crew look fairly similar. Just generic soldiers, different alien heads and things like that. So looking forward to it. And Elderblog says Captain Fillion, Nathan Fillion tribute. I love it. Yes, Elderblog, I love it. Yeah, I might have to throw that in there, I think. Might have to throw that in there because she is female, so that would probably fit actually. So may well just have given yourself something on the channel there, Elderblog. There you go. See, this is why you come to these hobby and chats, because now we have one of the captains named. I will write these down because otherwise I will forget. So Captain Filia is a good suggestion for the female brown coat cyborg captain. Also, a name for the ships, guys, to be fair, because although the ships don't play a massive part in the gameplay for Stargrave per se, I'd love to have some good ship name suggestions as well. Would be pretty cool. So the one crew is inspired by like the brown coats kind of thing, so rebellious crew. The other one are much more rough and ready though as well, and they're kind of so the one with the veteran and the biomorph, Beast of Chaos dude, Beastman. They're going to be much more rough and ready and in your face. So some good names and things for that, I guess. So yeah. And David says I still need to decide on my Stargrave crew. So there you go. Well, I suppose if you are waiting for the actual release, there's plenty of time, guys, to be fair. It's suddenly been dropped on me, so I've just been massively trying to get everything ready for this coming week. So I'm exhausting myself once again to just try and get it ready. But it's always worth it in the end when I do. And the thing is, once the most of the core stuff is painted for it, I can do tons of missions. Then it doesn't matter too much. We've invested in tons of new mats for this campaign, just for future games as well. So we've got tons of new 3x3 mats, tons of cool terrain built in core space and other things in that we can use from urban mats. So it's super exciting. Tons of new stuff, new audio equipment, like I say, funded by our Patreon members. So I'm super excited to try that out. That should be able to use that for the first Stargrave report. So exciting times. And then looking forward to just getting people back into the studio in a month or so's time, hopefully. It may be that me and Al might be able to start filming together earlier than that, to be fair, because there are certain rules that will come into place, but we shall see about that. We'll just wait and see if that's possible. But it will be first couple of game reports, at least for Stargrave, will be by myself, unfortunately. Now the blog says, awesome crew. Thank you, buddy. And David said, definitely a good-looking bunch. Are you going to toss some pics up on Discord? I did toss one up, I think, earlier, bud, on the Discord channel for... they're nice dice. Unicorn dice. Wow. Yeah, so I put up a picture just of the two crews in general. Not very detailed pictures, mine, but I might put some different ones up later before they've been painted. But once I've fully painted them, of course I will. Yeah, I'll put up some proper pics up on there for you to check out. So no worries about that. And David says, my 5 parsec ship is called the Erwin R. Shyster. Since I might use the same ship in Stargrave, I might use the same name. Yeah, that sounds cool, bud. I might well use some of the same models that I've used for Stargrave for 5 parsecs, to be fair, because it's very similar kind of game in that respect, I guess, for the models you'll use. So I'm still in contact with Ivan and whatnot to be able to get Ivar to be able to get the new rule book for 5 parsecs, and then we can cover that as well. So we shall see with that one. But as soon as I get a hold of that, we've got everything ready for it, so we can play through that as well. Hopefully do a playthrough of 5 parsecs. That'd be cool. Yeah, sounds good, guys. I'm going to carry on base coating the brown coats crew in brown, funnily enough. How's your Blackjaw progress, Josh?
It's going all right, yeah.
Nice colour scheme you going with?
I'm just going for
Going with the proper Orky skin, are you? Or?
I am, yeah. I'm actually trying to replicate the box, which might surprise you with me.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Cool.
I don't normally do stuff by the box, but
yeah, that's true. Go with the flow.
Yeah.
Is anybody else working on anything interesting tonight? Hobby and chatting. Always love to know what you guys are up to. Anybody played any games this week? Been lucky enough to play outside of lockdown? It's lockdown still in the UK, really, but getting closer to things lifting. I'm super hyped. Also, I think Josh just said to me as well before we went live, the Warhammer Quest is up for pre-order next weekend. So
yes,
that's pretty exciting as well, isn't it?
I think Arnold dropped in the chat, actually. Yeah, he did, yeah. Discord.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little look on Warhammer Community, just have a little look at because I haven't had a chance to look at the post yet. So a little gander at this. Ooh.
Elder Blog is doing more Blood Angels this week. And no surprise, he said.
Ooh. Yeah, I know he's been working on his Blood Angel army for a while, so that's pretty cool. Anything specific this week, Kev? Anything specific? Right. Ooh, yeah, the full set pictures come out. That looks awesome. So much stuff in those box sets, isn't there?
Yeah, that's looking nice.
I'm looking forward to that game. Super exciting. Never done a dungeon crawler on the channel either, so excited to do that. Be a lot of prep for it, but
yeah, I'll definitely be interested in playing it, but I probably won't buy it.
Yeah, so, of course, yeah. But yeah, it should be interesting. What's in the box? 8 heroes. All of the heroes look awesome. Plus, the cool thing with these sort of things for the channel when they get released, we buy them obviously for you guys to check them out, the games out on the channel, but also we can use a lot of these models and things like Warcry and whatnot, which is really handy, especially some of the undead stuff, which I'm looking forward to. Plenty of new dice in that set as well. That's always handy. Because we never got to cover Blackstone on the channel, which was a shame. I'll probably also get hold of the audio if they do an audio book for the book, actually, because I always like to get into the kind of groove of it with the by listening to the audio book for it, because I did the same with Blackstone.
Yeah, I can imagine the audio books be quite good for it. So
I really enjoyed the Blackstone Fortress one, so I can imagine that this one will be pretty good as well. Anybody in the live chat getting hold of Warhammer Quest for release? I know it's going to be pretty expensive. Probably you're probably looking at more towards the £200 mark than £100, I would imagine, for a big set like that. I think Blackstone was 120 odd, maybe more in the UK.
150 will be my guess for that.
Was it? Yeah, that would be mine as well. It won't be a cheap one anyway. That'll be our purchase for the channel next month, I think. Needless to say. So yeah, be pre-ordering that next weekend then. Exciting times. We'll probably get Adam from Zarius to paint up some of the stuff for us, I would imagine, because it's going to be a lot to get ready, especially as we don't get it early, guys, from Games Workshop yet. So it's we get it on release day just like you guys, and then it takes a long time to prep everything. So especially when I'm pretty much by myself, so it's whenever it comes out is whenever it comes out with Warhammer Quest. But yeah, I might try and do a separate video on it before release or something, like a topical video. Maybe we'll see if I get the time. Once I got all this Stargrave stuff out of the way, I'll be well on the way. And Christopher says, I'm booting up a new computer. Ooh, very nice. Expensive new computer, I hope. I will never, ever regret buying a really good computer. It's definitely handy, especially as I started doing this doing the channel. You definitely need a good CPU to editing and whatnot and rendering videos. And David says, I'll play some games with my friend outside in his yard once the weather stabilizes. Sounds cool. And Kevin says, in Curses and Jump Pack Veterans is what he's working on. Nice. I do need to work more on our Blood Angels for the channel, actually. I'm slowly grinding through all of our different Space Marine factions for the channel for Kill Team. So, and obviously I got tons of Ultramarine stuff done for the last release for Brian Exer, so that was quite good. But yeah, I got plenty of other Primaris stuff, so yeah. David says, I'm going to wait to see the price on Cursed City, see if there's any good pre-order deals from any local gaming stores, and then figure out when I'll get it from there. Sounds like a plan, bud. That's definitely what I would do if I wasn't doing the channel, to be fair, so there is that. And Elder Blog says, I don't think I will be, but I would rather watch you play it, Luke. Well, there you go. Thank you, buddy. Well, yeah. At the end of the day, that's what the Patreon and things like that go towards, I suppose. We can get these big games and show them off to you guys, do reviews and all that jazz. It's not so good with the Games Workshop stuff because by the time we get hold of it, it's pointless doing reviews for it a lot of the time because most of the YouTubers have covered it that get it early. So, but it just depends what the release is. So it's yeah, we'll see. And Christopher says it depends what counts as expensive, I suppose. Well, there you go, I guess. I'd probably say an expensive PC, probably a grand or more, I would say is an expensive computer. You get, if you spend anything usually below about £800 mark in the UK anyway, you probably, it's going to be a decent computer, but it's not going to be like full-on gaming, editing software computer. I think I'm trying to think how much mine was when I got it, maybe £1,200, £1,500 when I first got my computer. So it's got a decent build, so it's capable of doing what I need it to do for this, without a doubt.
Yeah, mine's a hand-me-down from my brother, actually. Mine is.
Well, it just depends, doesn't it? It's whatever suits your needs and whatnot. Like, you can buy, like, my super old computer that we had when I was younger, you know, it played stuff like Warcraft, Dawn of War perfectly fine. So it just suits whatever your needs is, I suppose.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So,
and cost, isn't it? You can spend on one.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I saved up some money back in the day, so for one for ages, because I knew I wanted a decent one for gaming. Because I wanted to go from, so just made a decision that I wanted, when I was a big gamer, that I wanted to go from console to gaming PC.
Yeah.
So I saved up the money for it and just got one eventually. And that's pretty much what happened there. But I've never regretted it because it's I've never had a problem with it. Fingers crossed. Touch wood. So, well, not any massive problems that I haven't been able to solve myself anyway. So it's done me good. I'm trying to think how old mine is now. Actually, it's getting on, but it's still way ahead of what I need it to be anyway. So that's fine.
Yeah, all that matters, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly. And as long as it works and whatnot. And I can always, nice thing about computers, you can always send it to a specialist and just get upgraded. You switch up the bits that you need. So. Anybody got a hold of a PS5 yet, by any chance? Would be interesting to see what people think of those, actually. Because I know lots of people haven't been able to get hold of them. I've seen them advertising them everywhere on TV, and I'm just there like, why are they paying for the advertising when nobody can get hold of them? Which doesn't seem very logical to me, but yeah. Also, any other miniature games anybody's been getting into or looking at, or has anybody watched the Bushido battle report that put up the other day? Actually, what did people think of that? Because interesting game.
I got about 5 minutes in, and my kids started arguing, so I turned it off. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So
yeah. It's a very different game, I must say. It's the mechanics are very interesting. So I'll be interested to play another one, but I probably won't cover another game of that until I get more people on. So, yeah. We've got Maurice joining us in the chat. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you joining us again today.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us again. It says, ready to see some Stargrave. Whoop. Sounds good. So am I, buddy. So am I. Can't wait. Hopefully this Thursday will be the first bat rep. I'm not going to super promise it because you never know what's going to be thrown up in life when it's just me doing this, but things can delay it. But so long as things go on track, I'll be knackered, but it will be out hopefully by Thursday. It'll be worth it though, because it'll be these early games are really important for channels like ours when we're trying to grow. So if we can get early stuff, it's great. Especially ones that I'm super hyped for myself. It probably shows a lot more in videos. So yeah, and I'm sure when I get hold of Warhammer Quest, I'll be excited for that as well. Like proper excited for that, but I just haven't been able to focus my mind on Warhammer Quest yet because of Stargrave and all that jazz. So, yeah. And as I was saying to Josh before the stream about Godtear, there's many games such as Godtear and that I can't wait to play with people again when lockdown lifts in the UK. There's just certain games you can't really do by yourself very well. So,
it will be great to come back on and do some Godtear.
Yeah.
We still need a Walking Dead game, don't we? We still did that last year. We still haven't got around doing it.
Oh, yeah. I remember saying that, actually, yeah. Yeah, it's true. We have to try and organise it all.
Bring back the Frost Herd as well for a game.
Yeah, that's very true. That'd be cool. Good old Frost Herd. That'd be good. They're always good to have on. Because you've painted more stuff for that, haven't you, since we had on, so...
I did order some from my friend local game store, but because of lockdown and that, I haven't been able to pick it up. So I don't know whether he ordered it or not in the end. So
yeah,
and he's not doing click and collect or nothing. So
right,
I haven't really heard from him. So yeah,
a bit awkward to get all of them. I do remember you'd painted up the big dude for him, but you weren't able to get him ready in time for last time. So I'm pretty sure you said. You'd done him. I can't remember what they're called now. Got the horns on his head. Quite a big dude. They're not the Gorgons. They're the smaller ones. This
guy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Somebody will know in the chat. Can't remember what they're called. Pretty
Oh,
cool. You can hire them as mercenaries, can't you, for any warband? I think.
Yeah,
or maybe it might just be Chaos, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, they're cool, man. Myrmidon,
something like that, isn't it?
I think there's 2 different variations, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't paint that myself. My buddy did. Who is from Instagram? He's Cat or Rabbit Painting Studios.
Okay.
He's a fantastic painter. Yeah, he follows me because of the club, basically. He lives in London. I've never met him in my person, but.
Never is it, with these commission painters?
No, but yeah, we speak.
Maybe one day. It's a good thing about these gaming events that you can go to that we haven't had for a while is you can meet these people sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. I'm super excited, by the way, to go to UK Games Expo this year if it's back up and everything's okay in the UK. I'll look forward to meeting some of you guys out there if anybody's going. Pretty cool.
To go to Games Expo this year.
Yeah, we'll have to go, man. Sounds cool. David says, bought a pretty good computer 11 years ago and it's still chugging along. You definitely need at least a good one. I agree. Once you go in, you never go back with a good computer.
No.
And Chris says then, decent rather than expensive, but a loot better than the one I had been using for the better part of a decade, which was expensive when I got it. Yeah, so that's all you need, buddy. You know when it's a decent one. You'll know as soon as you start using it. And Christopher also says, hoping to get into Blood Bowl at the end of the month. That sounds cool. It's never been one that's interested me, even though it technically is a skirmish game. If we get enough of our members and people on the channel saying they really, really want to see it, and they're dying to see it, because the new edition's come out recently, hasn't it? So if we get enough people saying they really badly want to see it, then I'll consider it. But it's because it's based on American football. I know nothing about American football, and I know you probably don't need to because it's a fantasy version, but I don't know, something about it just doesn't click with me. But it's the same with Guild Ball and stuff like that. I don't know why as well, because I love my sports, so it doesn't really make sense. But I don't know. Maybe we might get to it eventually, but there's so many other games we need to cover anyway.
I used to play Mantic's Dreadball back in the day when that first came out.
Dreadball.
Yeah, I used to play that when it first came out.
Quite a few, aren't there? There's Guild Ball is by Steamforge.
Steamforge, yeah. But they've stopped doing that now, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. That's sad. Then you've got Dreadball, Mantic Games, and then
Blood Bowl.
There's another one I'm not thinking of as well. I can't remember who it's by. Most of them do one now.
Blitz Bowl, Dave just mentioned.
Blitz Bowl, is that by the guys who do Monster Apocalypse and all that? What are they called? Infinity and all that. Not Infinity. Hordes and all that.
Hey,
Privateer Press.
That's it.
I feel like it might be them, but I could be wrong. They do quite a few games.
Yeah, Christopher just said, yeah.
Yeah, thought it was, yeah. Privateer Press, yeah. And Elderblog also said Josh knows I'm a big Frost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll have to do, but I'll definitely have to have him on for a game in when we do the stream again for the charity stream this year.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I need to pick some new units up for him as well. So,
tell you what, I do need to do a proper thematic personal Warcry warband. I think, like your Frostherd, I need to do like a proper personalized, fun Warcry warband. Usually for stuff for the channel, I'm a real stickler for like I like everything to be painted as it is on the box, especially for people viewing it on the channel. But I would like to start up a few personal projects like that. That'd be good fun. I have to think of some good ideas. Maybe I'll have to do like my own like version of like instead of the Frostherd, it'll be like the like more like lava or something like that, or like fire. We'll do like Frostherd versus like my fire themed warband of some sort. Could be quite cool.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Actually, I do want to get a Fire Slayers warband, so I could do like black skinned Fire Slayers. So like their skins like charcoal kind of thing.
That'll be good.
I've always seen some people's paint schemes for like black coal skin like Fire Slayers, and they look amazing. Because we do need a proper Fire Slayers warband for the studio, so that could be a cool idea actually. And then do the Frostherd versus Fire Slayers. That'd be sweet.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Volcano Slayers. But if you're only just joining us, guys, welcome. Hope you've been enjoying the stream, chilling out tonight on a Sunday night. We were deprived of an hour's sleep this morning in the UK because our clocks still go back and forward once or twice a year, should I say. Strangely enough.
Here's a question for everyone then. What would you like to see in the Frostherd next, model-wise?
There you go. Trying to think what other stuff you haven't got though to put into it. You've got the Centaurs and stuff like that.
I've got the Centaurs. I've done the Dragon Ogres, the Bullgors, but I haven't got the Centaurs.
Yeah, Centaurs are one. I'm sure there's other like random Chaos Mercenaries you could throw in there as well.
Yes.
Like the Boars and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few bits and bobs.
Yeah, but anything Pacific people want
to see,
yeah, let me know, and
cool.
I'll try and do my best to get on.
Sounds good.
The only problem with Centaurs, they're still resin, I think, the models, so...
Right, yeah.
It puts me off buying them at the moment.
To be fair, the next thing on my list, though, to invest in for Warcry is a Seraphon warband, because I've always wanted a Seraphon warband anyway. So
Could do Fire Lizards warband.
Yeah, that's true. That could be pretty cool. The only thing I will say is, though, for Seraphon, I love the mix of colours.
Yeah.
The different things. So it would be cool, but I think with Seraphon, I'd be too tempted. If there's any faction or warband, I'd want to stick to the core colors. It's probably different with other people, but I do love the Seraphon color schemes because there's such a cool mix of colors. And I do like the bright blue base skin color for Seraphon. And I know a lot of people that aren't so keen on it, but I really do. I do love that. So, but yeah, there are plenty of cool ideas you could do. I think green lizard men would be quite cool as well, actually. I do like the red paint schemes I've seen as well. You're right, I do like that kind of scheme as well.
Kevin said Gloom by Sticks is your favourite Luke.
Gloom. I always feel like Gloomspike Gits is your favourite Luke. At least that's how it comes across. Oh, right, okay. Fair enough. I must be a goblin man. I do love squigs and stuff. They're hilarious. In which case, also, stay tuned for the Stargrave Bat Rep #1. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm working on some pink squigs for my warband at the moment.
Yes, yeah, I forgot about that. They're hilarious. I love them, like bubblegum squigs.
Yes,
they're awesome. I love those.
And
Mr. SMGL is in the chat, people. He's in the house. Good to see people joining us. And Josh is whacking out his squigs. That is not a euphemism.
So,
they're cool, man. It's kind of like a bit of a purple tinge, to be fair, but I do like them.
Yeah, just a bit, yeah. And
it's like they've gone so angry that they've gone blue. Right, yeah, you got your spiders, yeah.
Pink spiders, yeah.
Cool.
Which I still haven't painted a riders from, but
I would actually love to get some spider riders on the channel, actually.
And some
that'd be cool.
Bouncers.
Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, you are right, Elderblog. Gloomspike Gits are up there for me as well. I do love my squigs and stuff, and the different things you can use for Gloomspike. The only thing I would say is, though, it probably comes across as that because we get so many votes from our members to do Gloomspike Gits as part of our games for Warcry. So that's probably why. And usually if me and Al are playing Warcry and Gloomspike Gits are in there, I'll usually choose them. But we really like doing the member voted games on Patreon from our members because we've got all the factions more or less for you to choose from, and it forces me and Al when we play to have to choose one of those factions that we've not used before, and it really mixes it up. So we really do enjoy doing those, and I know you guys enjoyed voting for them. So yeah, so it was quite a good idea to start doing that.
They're fun to play as well, Gloomspike, I think.
They are, yeah, they're hilarious.
You know, they're probably my funnest warband I've played.
Also, guys, I haven't forgotten. I did put up a vote for our members as well a while back to do Warhammer Age of Sigmar skirmish, like the old battle reports. And I did put up a vote to do a Grand Alliance bat rep for that. And I haven't forgotten. I will do it at some point. There's just so many things that have gotten in the way. It could be like half a year down the line and I will do it, but it is there. I just wanted to put it up at the time because I thought it'd be quite cool to do. So don't worry, it will come eventually. It's just a time-related thing at the moment, really. And also, I'm an hour late. Guess my internal clock is still off, and I got caught up playing Grom the Paunch in Warhammer Total War 2, but thought I'd drop in and say hi all. Yeah, Grom the Paunch is hilarious. Big
up for Al as well for sending me the code from the White Dwarf magazine.
Oh yeah, did you get all of them?
Yeah, he sent me the code last night. So
was one of the Total Wars on that? Don't think it was it?
You know what?
Space Marine was. Space Marine was quite a lot of their strategy games.
The picture took off it because I can't remember now.
I know that I had most of them. I think Space Marine was one of the only ones I didn't. I love Space Marine. Such a cool idea.
Total War was on there.
It was the first one, or
Warhammer Total War and Warhammer Total War Call of the Beastmen.
So one of the expansions.
Yeah.
That's weird though, because the Beastman one, that's an expansion for the second game, or is it the second game that's on there?
Just says Warhammer Total War.
All right.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they give you the DLC for the second game, because it makes you buy it.
Probably.
That's good. I thought that White Dwarf was really good value, though, the number of games in that.
Oh, yeah, you get about 15 games, I think I counted, yeah.
Is anybody else looking forward to that Necromancer one they announced, that first-person shooter? That looked crazy. With his mechanical hound. That looked really cool.
I don't think I've seen it yet, actually, the trailer for that.
I might actually start, for some of the games I like at least anyway, I might do cool little reviews or something, or gameplay videos for some of those actually, just as a cool, fun little thing. Cool. If they're skirmish related anyway, so like stuff like Necromancer and whatnot. Which is another good point as well, actually, because last weekend on the reveal, for anybody who wasn't here on last week's live hobby and chat, we had the announcement that there's going to be a new Necromancer Starter Set, so yet another game that will be coming to the channel at some point. Because with the new starter set and everything coming out, I can do a showcase battle report for it. We'll get into some bat reps for it. I'm sure Al will join me on that as well, because I know he likes the look of it. So looking forward to it. And Kev says, in response to my loving of Gloomspite Gits, you just seem to enjoy them. Yes, I'm usually voting for them. Yeah. No, that's cool, man. And yeah, I do like Gloomspite. They are funny, fun little guys, and they are usually, like Josh says, they are a fun warband to play. And I got to look into it actually. That the Spider Rider warband must be fairly cheap to actually do, because you literally just buy the box set of the Spider Riders, and then you've got the separate probably model for the big boss on the rider.
Yes, the Scuttle boss. Yeah.
But then I'm guessing, can you make a priest from the Spider Rider set though? Probably not.
No.
I'm trying to think how you do one of those.
I mean, you could convert the banner, I suppose, to a little staff or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not bad box to buy, really, if you want a Spider Warband.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what, like, I don't know. Over here, anyway, the box for Spider Riders is what, 30 quid, but probably less from somewhere else.
20. I think they're 20 actually over here.
20 quid. Oh, is it 10 riders though in a box? Is it?
Yeah.
That's all you need though, really, for a Warcry warband, isn't it?
Yeah, they're 150 points each. So
mad.
Yeah, you don't need a lot. I think the leader's about 220. I think.
Right.
Let me just have a look.
Interesting. And Elle says, I'm more excited about Stormground, first PC Age of Sigmar game featuring Sigmarines versus Nighthaunt and turn-based, which is my jam. Yeah, I figured you'd be looking forward to that one, Elle, to be fair, because I know you like the turn-based ones. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it's £20 for 10 of them.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? So, yeah. And that's from Games Workshop, is it?
Yeah, but they are direct only, so...
Right, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you could make a pretty cheap, a Spider Rider warband for very cheap then. I'm pretty sure off eBay or somewhere you could easily, or even like a third-party model, you could easily get a Spider Priest as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I would have thought. So, that's pretty cool.
Honey. Too busy talking and I've painted from Gary and Colin.
Oh, no. But yeah, if you guys are only just joining us, I've got both of my Stargrave crews built, ready to go. On one side, we have the brown coats inspired by Firefly. I'll show you the captains and first mates again in a moment. On the other side, we have a ragtag group crew led by a veteran, and a biomorph as his first mate. And then for the brown coats, we have a cyborg with a heavy machine gun or rapid fire weapon for Stargrave players, and a psionist for the or psychic, in other words, as the first mate. So I'll just quickly show you again for those guys who've only just joined recently. So that is the cyborg female captain, who Kev very gratefully gave me the name for, because I haven't named any of these really, guys, so give suggestions if you feel like it, because I haven't gotten around to naming them yet. I've just built them and built their class sheets. So that's the captain, which is a cyborg, and because I attributed these as brown coats to Firefly, Kev came up with the idea of naming after Nathan Fillion, the captain, Captain Filia, which I thought was a really cool idea. So that is probably going to be her name. And then as her first mate, she has the Psionist, who's a big bulging-brained alien ready to psychic you up. So he's got a pistol and a crazy electric hand weapon. He'll probably power with his mind. So yeah, pretty cool. And all of the crew members are pretty generic, but they've got like different alien heads. However, there are in that crew as well 2 cool robots. One's got a flamethrower, one's got a grenade launcher, and they both have cannons on the top, which will just act as probably pistols for them. Because you can turn any crew member into a robot. So those 2 are going to be my heavy weapons teammates, and they're going to be robots. And the cyborg, I'm going to give her robot controlling powers, so she can help those. That'll be really cool. Then on the other side, the rogue crew, we have a veteran who's kind of like your generic kind of army captain, if you like. He's looking pretty cool. He's got a bayonet shotgun on the front there, long-ass shotgun weapon, a close quarters weapon. And on his back, his second weapon, which is just going to be a carbine. So yeah, that's him. Pretty cool. Proper Mohican going on. Not come up with really names for these yet. And then I'm using a Chaos Beast model. I will be familiar with this. There you go. He's going to be the first mate for that crew. He's a big-ass dude who's been experimented on, and he's a biomorph. So now they've experimented on him so much that he now basically changes all the time into different beasts and things, and his body parts have obviously in his face and all sorts of kind of changed into beastly sort of creature-like features on him. So he's carrying a pistol and a hand weapon. So looking forward to seeing how he does as well. But yeah, I've more or less got the stat lines down, and then I'm taking a guard dog in Stargrave. It's called a creature, essentially, as part of that crew, as the captain's kind of pet, if you like, which is an angry little jackalope. But I'm going to be calling them Boggles, so because he can transform. So a little angry jackalope, so he's an angry rabbit with antlers, essentially, and he just eats your flesh. And he will turn into an angry little monster when he gets into combat, which you will see the model I'm using for that. You can probably take a guess. And that's going to be used as well. So hope you guys are excited for that. I'm looking forward to it. And like I say, hopefully that'll be later in the week. Al says, Star Saga due for delivery tomorrow. Loads of minis in there to bring to the channel for Stargrave ETC. Sounds good, man. And yes, we do have, Al has ordered the Star Saga because Mantic Games had a sale on. I think they were getting rid of stuff from the warehouse, and the Stargrave box set was very well priced, so he couldn't resist picking that up. I don't blame him because it was 25 quid for the whole set, so
yeah,
it's got a lot of stuff in it. So
yeah, I've got the Star Saga actually.
Yeah. So
I haven't played it yet though.
Yeah. And David said Star Saga is a great set. It does look really good, man, to be fair. And we might even cover the game on the channel as well whenever we get time, but certainly the models will come in handy for stuff like Stargrave. If we get a chance, if we get sent, whatchamacallit, 5 parsecs from home, then that'll be good as well. To use for that, I guess. So super exciting. So yeah. But let us know what you guys are working on tonight, if you are, or if you're just chilling out. Always love to know. I'm just brown coating up my brown coats. So.
Does anyone remember off topic tonight? Because I can't remember this week.
Did we set one up?
I can't remember. We normally do. But...
If anybody does remember from last week, we can do the off topic. I can't remember exactly what it was. Sure, somebody will come up with that. Wasn't it just top 3 favourite foods or meals?
No, could it? I think it was actually. Yeah, you might.
So I remember you saying that, and then I remember saying, "Didn't we already do it?" But we did takeaways. So I think we said we were going to do our off-topic topic as top 3 favourite food dishes. In which case, guys, if you want to get involved in the off-topic topic for this week, jump into the chat with your top 3 or your favourite, I guess, meals or foods. I will find it very hard to do a top 3 for foods, I've got to be honest, but can usually do a top 5, but my favourite, without a doubt, would be burgers. A proper good burger could not be beaten for me. It's just, and any burger really, so long as it's a good one. But just burgers are my jam. Yeah, and then the other two, a top line curry, top of the notch curry. Can't beat that for me as well. I love a good curry, but it has to be a good one. And a roast dinner in the UK. Full on proper roast dinner. Probably Christmas roast dinner, if anything, if I'm going to be specific in the UK. Just a good old roast dinner. Amazing. People abroad probably won't really know what I mean by it, but, you know, Josh will, and people in the UK or people that have had it or know what it is. Top notch. I don't know about Josh. What are you thinking? Or are you having a think?
I'm having a think. Too many choices.
Well, we've got Elder Blogs jumped in there. He says, "Oh my god, we've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, sarnie or sub, bacon lettuce, BLT sub, and then burgers. You're my man, Kev. You're my man. You know that shiz. I do love my burgers and a cheesecake. Well." I'm jealous of you guys, actually, because you guys can just go to Cheesecake Factory in America for lunch. That's got to be good. That's got to be amazing. Just go to Cheesecake Factory for lunch, you know, standard. But yeah, sounds pretty good.
Mine would have to be, number one, definitely a proper full English breakfast.
Yeah.
You can't beat them when they're done right, you know.
That was close with me. I mean, yeah, like everything on the plate, pretty good.
Yeah. Burgers definitely up there. You know, proper homemade burger has to be.
I think as men, we kind of have to be like, yeah, burger. Definitely burger. Has to be on there.
And, third one, though. Now, everyone's probably going to call me a slob or something, but I love sea bass.
Sea bass?
Yeah, being a chef.
I wasn't expecting that, Josh.
Being a former chef and you know.
Yeah, fair. That's true, actually. I forget that. You know. Alan was as well, actually, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, so but sea bass is definitely my favourite fish.
Fair enough. I think I've had sea bass before. I've not had lobster, but I've had sea bass. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've had lobster. And yeah, I prefer sea bass.
Yeah, fair enough. And Elderbox here says, yeah, there's literally one on every corner. Are we on about Cheesecake Factory? Because I imagine that's the case. The bane of an American's life, probably. Cheesecake Factory. If it's on every corner, I imagine.
Well, we've got them dessert shops over here now, haven't we?
Yeah, starting to get those over here, aren't we? I mean, they don't tend to sell purely kind of one thing, I guess, really, but you can get gelato and pancakes, waffles, all sorts, I guess. I usually have the waffles. The waffles are amazing. Well, the crepes as well, I guess.
Yeah.
You get the cookie dough. Cookie dough's amazing.
So I normally go with bacon and maple syrup on waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like things too sweet, you say, so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Ah, fair enough. Anybody else going to jump into the comments then? Your favourite foods are? Get involved in the off-topic topic this week? For me, like I say, probably would be roast dinner, burgers, and a really good curry, top-of-the-line curry. But if I have any others pop into my head, I will let you guys know. Yeah. And Kevin says, I had black pudding for the first time last year. It was good, but weird. Does everyone eat that over by you guys? I wouldn't say everybody eats it, but it's not like a normal thing, really. But I mean, if you have a proper full English breakfast, that's what you'd have it with. I'm assuming that's what you had it with, Aldblog, and not just on its own, because that would be a bit weird. But I guess if you bought it to try it, then yeah.
You do like black pudding fritters. They're quite nice.
I can't say I've never even heard of them.
Yeah.
But fair enough. That's pretty cool.
Haggis fritters are better, though, if you want to deep fry
Right. Okay.
Something unhealthy. You know.
But yeah, no, black pudding I've had before, but only with the breakfast. I'm not keen on black pudding personally, but I just don't like the idea of it either. It's it just cringes me out, to be honest. Let's get a hold of some more paints.
Another food I really like, which is probably going weird people out, but it's pigeon.
Is what?
Wood pigeon.
Wood pigeon, yeah.
That's quite nice. That's quite nice black pudding, actually.
I've had pigeon before. Pigeon's very, almost like more like duck. I thought, like quite,
a little bit.
Yeah, quite plump, tender. Right, what am I looking for here? Let's go with you. That'll do. I base coated all my brown coats, so I'm going to move on to these. Paint up some of this Sec Def infantry from Maelstrom's Edge. This will all be showed off in the first showcase battle report, guys, obviously, for Stargrave, which should be due up this week, hopefully next coming week. So hopefully get it all ready for you guys.
Yeah, Kevin just said, yeah, it was with bacon, eggs, and beans and stuff.
Yeah, I've kind of figured that's what you'd have put it with, yeah. Yeah. But good to hear that you liked it. Not many people really do tend to necessarily like it, to be fair. But if you do like your proper English breakfast and stuff, a lot of people do like them. I'm not keen on it myself, but yeah, it's an interesting one.
So, or you always try something once, and I won't shy away. Anything.
Oh yeah, especially when you're a chef.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do agree. Like I've always been of that kind of thing. Like, I'll never be put off something just by the look of it. I'll always try it. Although I will say that most things I've eaten that look weird usually do taste weird, so I can't disagree with people. But sometimes things that taste weird to some people taste amazing to you. So it's kind of like, for instance, mussels. I love mussels.
I quite like mussels,
but like they look disgusting. But at least for me anyway, they taste amazing. I love toasted mussels, prawns and stuff like that. I dig all that jazz.
Yeah.
So yeah, defo.
Yeah, I quite like my seafood, I have to say. Anything but oysters.
Yeah.
You can't do oysters.
Oh, right, okay. I can't remember if I've tried oysters, to be fair. I don't think I have, actually.
Yeah.
Not properly. Maybe once. I've tried clam chowder, which I actually tried in San Francisco when I was in the US, but a proper clam chowder from on the Bay of San Francisco, which is where it came from. So that was pretty awesome. That was really good. Yeah, pasta with it, like noodles. Clam chowder. It's really good. I reckon you'd like that, actually.
Yeah, probably. It sounds nice.
Yeah, probably would. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, the foods I hate is oysters and olives.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like olives. It's one of them tastes, isn't it? It's one of them things. Next time you come on, Josh, we're gonna have to do like cooking with skirmish cast or something. That's what these are turning into, and it's all about food in the end.
Get Alan for that as well.
Hey?
We'll get Alan for that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin does it. Regard mussels and oysters are a real treat. Then what? When I say I don't like oysters.
All right. Yeah.
Can't do oysters. It's just like swallowing a lump of seawater to me. They taste horrible.
Yeah, I do remember trying them now. Yeah, they are just really salty, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's the same with my brother and my dad cooked whitebait last night, and it stunk out the house. And I can't deal with strong fish taste like that. So whitebait, what's the other one? Anchovies and stuff like that. too salty and fishy.
I quite like anchovies and whitebait actually.
Yeah,
So
that's the
whitebait-
thing that a lot of people do dig them, and you know, if you like them, you tend to really like them, and then
Yeah. Whitebait you just eat whole, don't you, with the heads on and stuff.
yeah, that's a bit too salty for me. A bit. Nope. No, thank you. Oh, also, to be fair, a really good kebab.
Really
And I'm
good
talking like, I used to live in Reading in the UK, and you used to be able to get hold of, there was a proper Turkish restaurant in Reading, and they did like proper fresh kebabs, and oh my god. I mean, I like a standard a good chippy kebab, but
yeah.
man, oh man. Big up Arnold the Gons has joined us in the chat. Thank you, buddy. Welcome to the stream with a €2 super chat stickers. Thank you very much, buddy. As always, thanks for your support for the channel, my friend. What are you up to tonight? Have you had a good week? Hope all of you guys have had a good week. And if anybody's late to the chat, by the way, it's David's birthday today. So the embarrassment plan has not really worked. So I'm just going to continue. It is David's birthday. So if you haven't wished David a happy birthday, do throw that in the chat, because big up the dude. He's sounds like he's had a nice day all considering, despite lockdown and whatnot. So with his family and all that. So do big up David in the chat and wish him a happy birthday. Always like to wish people happy birthday on here.
And he had a day off work. He had a day off work as well, so he's happy.
yeah, he did. He booked day off work, so yeah, he's happy enough with that, I think. But yeah, big up Arnold, dude. Thanks for the super chat sticker. And anybody that chooses to support us, you can super chat $sign below below the comments. Always much appreciated when anybody supports the channel on any level. So thank you very much, guys, for that. We had Haunted Bagel join us as a Patreon member earlier in the stream as well, so big up to Haunted Bagel. Thanks so much for that. And Kevin super chatted earlier in the stream as well, so big up all you guys supporting the channel on that level. It's much appreciated.
I reckon his favourite food will be bagel, being his name. But
The what?
Haunted
My
Bagel.
favourite food, yeah.
I was waiting for him to come in, but I don't think he's...
He might have left by now, to be
Yeah.
fair. It depends. People are off and out on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's
always interesting.
quite nicely, actually. Not sure.
Oh, awesome, dude. Looking
Blackjaw.
great.
I never would have said it. Knew it was going to happen.
That's looking good.
Cheers.
Looking good.
Oh, my top three, where do I start? A good medium rare steak. Oh, yeah. Or even a beef Wellington. And that's two New England. Lobster and fried clams. Ooh.
God,
Made me
yeah,
hungry now,
you can
Al.
tell I was a chef. Or was a chef. Top 3 meals. Good medium rare steak.
Yeah.
Prime rib or ribeye. Beef Wellington. And lobster, yeah.
I remember
I've never had lobster, yeah. I need to try it one day. It's just expensive, isn't it?
my old head
fried
chef
clams.
when I was working in a restaurant when I was apprentice.
Yeah.
I used to do like this steak baguette for us.
You used to do what?
A steak baguette.
Oh, right, yeah.
Used to, like, get some baguette from Tesco's just before service.
Yeah.
And we used to have like a sirloin baguette.
Wow.
With like chili and out. So good.
I can imagine it was.
Especially with cold
I do
beer.
like a good steak baguette, actually.
Yeah. Cold beer
Cold
as well.
beer, yeah.
Just after a busy night.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah. Heaven, to be fair.
Sounds it. To be fair. That's a good list. That's a good list, Al, to be fair, as Kev says. It's a good list. Loving it. I'm just working on the Sec Def infantry from Maelstrom's Edge, so it's probably quite hard to see on the camera there, but yeah, kind of like your more... They're the heavy armoured infantry troopers for Stargrave. And it's a bit glossy right now because I'm base counting him, but yeah, doing a dark grey for those guys. And then you can actually upgrade your some of your own infantry to have heavy armor. So I've done a couple of crew members with that armor as well. But I've just changed the heads for alien heads to differ them a bit, and I'll paint them armor a different color. Should be pretty cool. But yeah. If I can get most of this stuff base coated tonight, I'll be fairly happy with that.
I think I might get him done tonight, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I've only been painting him.
Has he got his, I haven't seen what his other stuff in the set looks like, or is it mostly just him with that warband?
No, so he has got five followers.
What are they, like little orcs or something, or goblins?
Yeah, just orcs. Yeah, just
Oh, right, cool.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see how he plays actually.
Very aggressive. Very. Yeah, so here's one of them.
Awesome. Oh, I remember seeing these now, actually. Yeah. I remember seeing the pictures earlier when I did the thumbnail yesterday. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're lovely models. Godtear.
They are one of my favourite, actually.
But they're big enough models, though, as well, to get some good detail on there. That's the thing. Most games, obviously, 28, 32mm models can't be as detailed. So I like his totem as well.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Oh, awesome.
Lovely models, I'd say.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. Problem is, I won't be able to use Grimgut and him because they both play quite aggressive. So, obviously, Grimgut's still my favourite to play.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I do look forward to playing Blackjaw.
Yeah, it should be cool, man.
I really want the 2 new Dwarfs they released as well. The steampunk looking one and the lady one.
Is the steampunk one the dwarf?
Yes, yeah.
He looked really cool, actually.
It's got a lot of mechanical birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to email them actually and just see if they might send us a couple of the newer ones, maybe just to see, because just to freshen up our collection a bit for next time we play.
That one coming out with no banner, isn't it, as well? The Guardian.
Yes. Yeah. With the wolf.
No. No. It's a female, like elf-looking thing.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Carrying the banner.
She's quite cool.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah, me neither. She looked pretty cool as well, though, to be fair. Al's getting all orky in the chat.
Yeah, I messaged him last night. I told him what I was doing last night.
I'd be disappointed if he wasn't.
Well, yeah. You know.
He knows.
Ugly now, aren't they? It's got Rangosh as well, which is a pretty cool model.
All right.
It's like a massive devil-looking guy.
Pretty cool.
She is cool. Hey, it was Helena.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, when you said that, I thought that sounded about right.
Yeah, she's got 6 followers as well.
Yeah, that's quite a big warband. More of a swarm one like Morrigan.
Yes, and
getting some paints out, guys. There we
Maxon is the new dwarf, which come out.
Right, okay.
With his mechanical bird.
Yeah.
And Luella is the other dwarf what came out last year.
Yeah, that's good one, I remember, yeah.
Female dwarf, yeah. But I'd love to have Rogbury, Maxon, and Luella as a warband, as just full dwarfs. That'd be quite cool. Yeah.
David seems to have joined us again. I missed the food talk, but my wife is making me vegetarian lasagna for my dinner tonight, which is one of my all-time favourites. There you go, bud. Sounds good for your birthday. Makes sense. Getting your favourite meal. I'm glad they're spoiling you. Definitely what you deserve. And yeah, to be fair, a really good pub lasagna over here can actually be pretty banging. Not gonna lie.
So I'm not a massive fan of lasagna. I have to say.
You're not?
No.
You're not a massive fan on Italian food in general, or?
I like pastas, but lasagna. I know lasagna is a pasta,
Pizza?
but it's okay. I mean, if it's proper like homemade Italian pizza, then yeah. But if it's like Domino's,
Oh, Josh ain't a fan of Italian.
You know, but they use a lot of olives and stuff, don't they, Italians? So
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, kind of. If it's proper ones, yeah. But
yeah,
if you just get stuff, cook it yourself, it doesn't have to be.
I know, but
like Domino's pizza, stuff like that, very rarely.
Yeah.
But some of them do.
Yeah. I'd rather have Mexican than Italian, in all fairness.
Mexican's nice, yeah. I do like a good burrito or fajitas. Fajitas is good.
But I do love Caribbean food as well.
Oh, that's true. Have you ever been to Turtle Bay?
I haven't, no.
Oh, it's amazing. There's one in Birmingham. Caribbean food there. You just get a full-on cook pot. So a jerk chicken cook pot.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, my godfather's Jamaican, so...
Dumplings.
He always, like when I have barbecue or whatnot, he always brings around his homemade jerk chicken.
Yeah.
Family recipe, and oh my god, it's amazing. Yeah. There's been a fast food shop just opened in Litchfield, which is Caribbean food.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I was in town.
I wish we had a takeaway for Caribbean around here. So good.
And yeah, but I had to go curry, and so nice. It was so nice. So,
it's awesome.
Yeah. David loves olives, and his daughter does as well. My daughter destroys the olive tray. She loves them since she was a toddler. She's pretty picky otherwise.
Yeah. Arnold says, I really hope my prediction of €140 for Cursed City is going to be right. Well, that probably won't be far off. I would imagine more than that, but probably not far off. They won't make it super, super expensive because they'll need... It's not something like Prior Nexus where it's just an expansion. It's the full game. So I'm pretty sure Blackstone over here was £120, so that would have been about 130 odd euros, maybe 125 euros. So if I recall, maybe even a little less than that. So that'd be my guess. I think Elle's asking you there something, Josh.
Yeah.
About lasagna.
Well, next time I'm down now, you have to make me one.
And David says, my daughter destroys olive trays. She's loved them since she was a toddler. She's pretty picky otherwise. That's really interesting. Like, really picky, like, for food, but then you smash a good olive tray. That's amazing. Dearie me.
Yeah, one of my daughters, like, eats anything, and my other daughter doesn't eat anything. And it's like, so hard meal times.
Yeah. That's kids for you.
Yeah.
I must admit, I obviously had my slight picky things when I was a kid, but mostly, like, I've always enjoyed most foods. When I was a kid, I went through this massive phase of just not enjoying anything hard or crunchy, but it didn't last for that long. But now I'm just not that bothered. Like, I'll eat most things. Tomatoes are the devil fruit, and they can go to hell.
Raw tomatoes, yes, but if it's something,
if it's cooked and boiled to death, I'll have it. But broad beans are just... I don't understand what broad beans are on this earth for. They're just disgusting. Yeah, not much else I dislike. Like I say, some really sickly fish I'm not keen on, but would probably still eat it if I was hungry, but not really. Can get a bit sick if I have it.
I just said I won't order lasagna because it's crap and useless. I made it. No. I ruined people's sort of a lasagna.
I don't mind a good homemade lasagna, but it's not something I'd order from the pub. I've got to be honest. There's many more things on a menu at a pub that I'd rather have, like a good pub burger or a steak or
nice gammon steaks, nice as well.
Yeah, gammon, egg and chips. Whoa.
Although I have tartar sauce for mine, which I know sounds really weird, but
it's got to be brown sauce with gammon, egg and chips.
No, I love a bit of tartar sauce. I know it's like meant to be with fish, but
I can imagine that is quite good though, But yeah, it's got to be brown sauce with gammon, egg and chips for me. It's good. Either way, gammon, egg and chips is good.
Dave said he detests Brussels sprouts, and I think being vegetarian counts as being picky.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. Brussels sprouts are like Marmite, aren't they? People either love or hate them. I like them.
I cook mine with bacon and red wine, so
yeah.
I know that's another posh kind of thing.
I know people like those. They like to do.
Yeah, I don't have them at Christmas. In all fairness.
Yeah, exactly. So very rarely do we have them. Otherwise, to be honest, very rarely. But yeah, guys, if you're only just joining us, we'll probably go a bit longer tonight, given that we were a bit late starting. But we'll go a bit longer and see what we can get done here. I'm just finishing base coating on most of the models. So those are the heavily armored troopers. They're 150 credits for your crew. So I'm painting them in the lighter grey color. Whereas the next size down, the heavy armored troopers are much smaller, as you can see, but also slightly lighter armor. But yeah, pretty cool. Just base coating them all in the colors I want to get started on, and then usually when I'm conveyor belt painting, once I've gotten all the base coat colors on, generic colors for everything, I can smash out a ton of stuff then, to be honest. The boring part is the base coating, which is why I tend to like to do it on the streams, because I can talk and easily base coat stuff, so I can show you guys what I'm doing. But Josh, you got your Blackjaw there, yeah? Looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Really good progress on him. Looking awesome. I like the fire axe on him. It's very cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah. Wish I was a little bit bigger, though. It looks a bit,
You wish it was, what, bigger?
Yeah, the flames.
Yeah.
Because on his photo, it looks a beast, but on his miniature, it's a bit...
yeah, I know what you mean. I see what you mean there. That's fair. Anybody up to anything interesting tonight, though, if you've only just been joining us recently? Anybody else prepping for Stargrave? Or any other games that are coming? We've got a couple of other games that are being sent in progress as well. I'm going to do a skirmish cast at some point on one of our on Patreon page for our members, just to update people on what's going on behind the scenes, because there's been tons of stuff happening. I've been so busy. I haven't had time to do one, but I will be doing one soonish. So keep your eyes open for that, members. And for the monthly voting for the faction face-off for Warcry and Kill Team. That'll be up there as well soon.
So hard picking a faction, I find.
What, on the faction face-off?
Yeah.
What I tend to find is that somebody will vote for a couple, and I'll be like, that's really cool, I'm going to go with that. Usually what tends to happen, either that or I'll be like, oh, you know what? I fancy one of those, so I'll click one of them and then the other one or something. That's what I tend to end up going for. But I usually tend to vote very late on for the ones I kind of fancy.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody kind of have a little look, and then I'll sway my mind quite well.
Yeah.
Very cool.
David's having far too much fun with Vortex Mixer.
Sounds good, bud. Glad they're going well. And Also's parsley sauce or onion sauce works well with gammon. Oh dear. And Al says tomatoes equal corn, Luke. Yeah, they do. They do. Spawn of corn. I think is the best way to put it. I just realised I missed something there, actually. But yeah, I've got a full day to work on painting these tomorrow, guys, as well. So I'm more or less off tomorrow, so most of this should hopefully get done tomorrow, I'm hoping. And then I can Tuesday, Wednesday, I can read up on the rules properly and finish off doing the teams properly, organising the teams, and pretty much ready to film Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, for this. And we'll see if we can get hold of 5 parsecs from home as well. We'll have Necromancer coming, I'm sure. We'll have Warcry and Kill Team on again soon. Hopefully, when I get people back, we'll do another game of Bushido, maybe. For anybody who watched that and enjoyed that, that will, I'm sure, be back for another one sooner than later. Also got Prior Nexus. I'll probably do that on the next Kill Team report just to cover another one of their missions. But our members will be able to obviously vote for which factions you want to see. So it won't be necessarily Necrons Space Marines this time. It'll be whatever you guys decide, which should be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, what else do I need here? I think I'm going to do one of the robots blue, one of them red, and then do some markings on them, just to differentiate them. But I thought I'd make one of the... I'm going to give probably the veteran or the cyborg a drone as well at some point. So I'm going to convert a Tau drone. Maybe give him a drone, could be quite fun. So it's another model I've got to get out actually to do. To be fair. Sorry, ignore my long hair, guys.
I think everyone's got that problem at the moment, haven't they, with the hair in the UK anyway.
Yeah, I could. Well, I'm on the edge more or less of getting my dad or one of my brothers to just shave off my head more or less. Well, not completely, but just do a full-on shave over my head. Just get it off.
Yeah.
And then by the time the barber's open again, it'll be at the right length to just properly cut, probably.
Yeah, it's only a couple of weeks, isn't it, until they open?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is that when they can open again?
Yeah, it's a couple of more weeks, I think. No.
April. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I might well wait it out. We'll see. We shall see. ER910's joined us. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you here. Says I'm basing a bunch of Rune Wars and Privateer press models so I can prime them. I will use them for Frostgrave. That sounds cool, buddy. Yeah, I'm excited for Frostgrave as well. You know, get some of that in maybe once we've covered some Stargrave. I know a lot of people have wanted to see that on the channel, so that will be a thing at some point. Certainly will. Certainly will. No doubt about it. That's really cool, man. Privateer Press have got some, obviously, a good range of models, and then Rune Wars is not one I've necessarily looked into much, actually, but yeah. Don't know if you have, Josh, at all. I don't know.
I haven't looked at them that much, apart from Riot Quest.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm so tempted to get into that.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting. But yeah, that's cool, AR910. You working on anything else at the moment? Or have you had a good week? What you been up to? Well, do let us know. It's good to see you joining us again.
I'm tempted to do a lava base for it.
Lava, say again, sorry.
I'm going to attempt to do a lava base for Blackjaw.
Yeah. That could be pretty cool. And Al says, "Lol, bloody long hair." It is for me, mate. It is for me.
How long's Al's hair now? It's long anyway, isn't it? Al's hair's normally long anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it suits Al. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And David says, "I think I'm going to start mixing paints and start actually painting." Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. I'm just painting my 2 robots up for one of the crews. One's going to be a kind of red theme, and the other one's going to be blue, so they can kind of be almost like twin robots, I guess. But so I can differentiate them a bit, and you guys can as well. Makes sense.
Cracking and stuff. Oh, I have, yes.
But I think I'm going to make the theme behind them so that the cyborg, what was her name again? Captain Philia, as Kev named her. She will have freed the 2 robots from security defense control. So like almost pirate troopers that have been hunters and whatnot have been using these robots in their control. But the cyborg captain has freed them, Captain Philia, and they've decided to work for her and be programmed by her. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Pretty cool.
Should show me how to do it on the app.
What's that?
So I'm just seeing if the painting app that's got like the lava effect for bases.
Oh yeah. Is that for Godtear?
Yeah, I just wanted to so we look like running over the lava kind of thing.
Oh yeah. That sounds cool. Well, that's the robot base coated in red. There he is. The camera's not focusing very well, guys. I need to get a proper good camera for the streams, actually, but yeah.
I don't actually. Okay.
Yeah, but it's been a good stream again tonight, guys. Thanks for everybody who has been joining us along the way. It's been... I've managed to get plenty done. I think I'm going to paint this last robot, getting base coated in blue, and then we'll probably end it there. But it's been a good one, and I've managed to base coat all of them. I've literally built over this weekend, guys, about 30 to 40 models, which are all kit bashed as well. So they're not just generic kits; they're all converted and whatnot. So fairly proud of myself for getting them all ready. So now I'm just on the painting train for it all now. So I've managed to base coat the majority of it all tonight, so tomorrow I can detail it all and get going on the rest of it, and fingers crossed hopefully get the majority of it done tomorrow, ready for filming, and we'll get some Stargrave up for you guys, which is super exciting, and hopefully pull in tons of new people as well on the channel, and there's always a good thing with these new releases for us, and you guys get to enjoy them as well, so yeah. Exciting times. And for anybody who wasn't here earlier on the stream, I have saved money for quite some time from members, Patreon members and things, and put it in the bank for a separate fundraiser towards some Wi-Fi lapel mics. So we can actually, when we have guests and things, we can have 2 proper mics and whatnot, which is going to be really handy. So can't wait to get using those. Thanks to Al. He's dropped in a £2 super sticker. Thank you, pal. Dropped that in. Thanks to everybody who supported the channel on that level tonight. Super stickers, things like that, super chats. Always helps. And anybody that's a Patreon member, as always, big up all you guys. I know a lot of you join us on the chat, these live chats. So big up all you guys. We are developing a really awesome community. So I'm really happy with that.
Yes. They are one of the highlights of the week, actually, these chats. So
yeah, so it's the same here. So it's a good chatting to you, especially during COVID and things like that. We're not able to all interact together, are we? So these are quite good to do. No doubt about that. I'm sure it's the same for you guys as well. And Al said, especially since I broke the last wired mics, lol. Well, one of them, luckily it was the worst one, Al, to be fair. So we still had the good one. So that was, but that's why I wanted to save up for these proper mics, and we needed them eventually anyway for guests. But yeah, it's going to be way better. you'll be able to hear me and my guests on the bat reps much more clearly. So that'll work really well, hopefully. It's good stuff. That's what we want. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's back to the channel tonight and everybody who's come on to join us. Really big. It's always a really big deal that you guys come and join us. It's great fun to do these, and it gets me and Josh painting, gets you guys painting, and getting stuff out on the hobby table. And if anybody hasn't joined our Discord channel, feel free to do that. It's always in the link in the description below, guys. There's all of our details for Facebook page, Instagram, Discord channel, obviously Patreon if you want to back us there, things like that. It's all available in the description of the videos. So if you want to go and sign up and check out what we're chatting about outside of these on the Discord channel, we do every Sunday as well. We do a Sunday hobby roundup, so everybody kind of posts what they've been getting up to in the week, so long as people are on, which is really cool to see everybody's projects and what they're up to. So I think people have probably posted more since we've been live, so that's pretty cool. I'm really always interested to see what you guys are up to and getting chatting to you in the Discord server. I'm always happy to go and chat to you guys and answer any questions and whatnot. So, yeah. We'll see you guys there as well. Well, there we go. I think that's him roughly base coated.
It's been a good live again, hasn't it? So.
Yep, been a good live again tonight, guys. Big up to all of you. But I think we will leave it there, guys. That's more or less bang on 2 hours. I think 1 hour 45, which is what we usually tend to end up doing, I think. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks so much who's watched and come along tonight. It's always good fun. To everybody who's back to the channel, Haunted Bagel, big up dude, has joined as an elite member, Patreon member, so big up you dude. Kev, Al, Arnold the Gans, all super chatting, super stickering tonight. Big up guys, thank you very much. And thanks Josh as always for joining me.
It's always been a pleasure. Yeah. Thanks.
Yep. Blackjaw looking good. End of the stream.
Yeah, I'm just working on this lava base. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, he's looking awesome, man. So big up, guys. Can see everybody in the comments is saying thanks for having us. Thanks for joining, guys. And until next time, from me and Josh, as always, thanks for sticking until the end of the video, guys, and happy skirmishing.
See you guys.
Hey there guys, thanks for watching the video. Please do throw a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when any new content drops. We do 1 battle report a week covering various skirmish games. There's also Patreon if you wish to support me and the channel, and we are trying to reach our first funding target, allowing me to go part-time and make more weekly scheduled content. You can go and sign up and show your support in the link in the description below, just like the awesome people to the left of me. And until next time guys, enjoy and happy skirmishing.